Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Selamat datang ke podcast Oh Ya Ke. Ya, apa khabar semua? Thank you so much everybody kerana sudi mendengar kami di podcast Oh Ya Ke. Kita try to feed you guys as much information as you can. Kalau korang ada any persoalan, macam biasa korang boleh saja DM dekat Oh Ya Ke punya Instagram, ataupun korang boleh komen dekat TikTok pun boleh, ataupun just DM terus lah, lagi senang lah, so kita can understand. Anyways, hari ini kita ada tetamu yang khas. This is the first time ever aku actually Aku ada tak kawan? Ada tak kawan sepandai ni? Ada lah, maybe lah, ada lah, insyaAllah lah. Apa khabar Ustazah? Aku nak cakap, apa khabar doktor? Masya Allah. Okay, dekatkan sikit mikrofon tu. Okay. Yes. Apa khabar? Introduce yourself.
Okay, Assalamualaikum everyone. So I'm Dr Shariffa. I am a GP working in private. So I'm a family doctor, but I also do lifestyle medicine.
Right.
So we try to incorporate lifestyle habits to help patients, improve their lifestyle habits lah. So macam like, how food is medicine, exercise is medicine,
right.
those kind of concepts. So we try to prescribe that instead of just medications.
Right.
So I do that, and then I'm currently studying for public health. So
wait, you are a doctor. Okay, to reach doctorate kan, dia berapa level? Sabar. After
no,
degree
not doctorate.
Oh, doctorate lain.
Doctorate lain.
Is it?
So medical doctor lain.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so I'm a medical
Aku
doctor.
macam bodoh lah. Okay, sorry.
No. Jangan cakap gitu.
Okay, sama-sama. Okay, nak to reach the level of doctor, okay, lepas degree apa?
You do the degree for medical school. Lepas tu you graduate, you dah jadi doktor.
Oh, ya ke?
Yeah. Oh, ya ke?
Macam gitu. Oh, really?
Yeah, but also there are some graduate medical schools. So kalau macam kat America, they have to do a degree first, baru they can go into medical school, and then baru dia orang jadi doktor.
Kalau in Singapore,
In Singapore, Duke NUS is like that. NUS dengan NTU NUS and NTU, diorang sama macam gitu. You just go into medical school 4 years or 5 years, 4 or 5 years depending, and then they can become
a doctor
already.
So in Singapore, once you graduate out from NUS kan?
Yeah, undergrad lah.
Undergrad, so you have to go macam tour ke macam mana ke? Macam you have to go
tour
lah.
the hospitals and all the specialties,
right.
Like all
How
the
long
departments.
is that?
Singapore 1 year je.
So after that, then you can go go freelance.
No, after that you want to gain experience lah. So usually what people do is they go into residency program. So kalau you tahu which one you want to specialize in, then you try to apply for the program, and then insyaAllah you get the training done. And then depending on which program you go in, different specialty, different number of years.
Then you go to mana yang you suka lah.
Exactly, yeah. Lepas specialty tu ada sub-specialty lagi. So kalau macam say heart doctors, so it's not just about the heart. They want to do macam electrophysiology. So that means it's just about the currents in the heart.
Right.
So current abnormalities in the heart. So you can sub-specialize into that kind of field also. So very niche.
Niche lah.
Yeah.
So itu really deep, then you can.
Yeah.
Wow, that's very interesting ah. Have you always like macam since young you want to become doctor, atau macam it grew into you along the way?
Well, I was always a nerd.
Okay.
So yes, no. I know.
She has no social media lah.
Yes. Tak baik. You didn't have to say that out loud.
Doctors, they have no time lah guys. They need to save lives.
Yeah.
Macam gitu lah. So since young lah.
Actually, I just started social media this month lah. But yeah, before that susah. So I actually like science. I like biology. I actually like animals. So I wanted to be a marine biologist.
Right, wow.
So you study animals, you geotag them, you put the tagging system.
Then you see where they go, how
exactly.
they habitat.
And you can learn scuba diving sekali, so you go to all these cool places and oceans. So I wanted to do that. And then the opportunity for medical school came up, and I thought, okay, that's quite a good opportunity, and then my father also, he kept persuading me lah, why don't you just try? Then I was like, maybe I shouldn't. But I was like, okay lah, bapak suruh, then we just try lah. I mean, what have I got to lose kan?
Yep.
So I tried, and then alhamdulillah got in, and I haven't looked back since.
Wow.
So alhamdulillah.
How long have you been a doctor?
10 years. 10 and a half now, coming 11.
How old are you? Tak ada cakap. Yeah. Okay, sorry guys, very sensitive. I want to ask the age. I just want to know lah. Because she looks very young lah.
Yeah,
as a doctor, usually doctor are older people lah.
Yeah, older people.
Right.
Doctors nowadays are young.
Right, see?
Okay, please omit that.
See, the cannot hear lah, but I see the doctor show me numbers lah. Yalah, now I feel that I am around close to her age, but I'm not a doctor lah. Okay, today's topic actually is very interesting. Sebab I want to talk to you regarding the importance of meningococcal punya disease and then the vaccine itself. Because for someone like me, I've been to umrah twice already. Alhamdulillah, inshallah I will go more. The first time ever, okay, just now I want to tell you why, right? Okay, the first time ever I wanted to go umrah, I knew that it was, to me, it was wajib. It was you have to take the vaccine. If not, they won't let you in. So I went.
Okay.
I went to take because I went with my mom and my friend. Then macam kita pergi go lah.
Yeah.
My idea of the disease kan, disease unta tau.
Yeah.
It's a camel disease. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's like generally a lot of people always telling me it's a camel disease. You makan the camel meat, you get the disease.
Oh, so that's how you found out.
That's why I go take. I kancong. I scared macam later I want to touch the camel.
Oh, yeah.
Serious.
But then if you go UAE also, there'll be the same thing kan? Because there are all these camel rides semua.
Yeah. So that's why I went to take. So actually baru bukan. When I read up, actually bukan. So meningococcal. Okay. What is it actually? What's the disease about? Like macam how did it started initially?
Okay, started I won't know, but actually this bacteria it lives in us. You know, it's usually in our nose. But it's just that most of us, because of our immune system or immunity, alhamdulillah, so we don't
Can
get
fend off lah.
Correct, yeah, and it doesn't become very very angry and like not wreak havoc in our body lah. But in some people who have very low immune system, so people who are pregnant, very young, very old, people who are on certain medications or other medical conditions, then baru lower immune system is much lower. Then that is how they can all these bad bacteria can come up.
Faham.
And then they can spread this disease also. So it's very opportunistic lah.
So actually anybody can kena lah benda ni. Dia airborne
Dia respiratory droplets. So kalau you hacum-hacum, you sneeze, habis you tak cuci tangan, you pegang-pegang sini, that's how you can
Which
get
is
it also.
when you're doing umrah, it's literally everywhere lah.
Exactly.
Kan, pasal it's really very close and
yes,
so
correct.
the
crowded conditions.
yeah,
Yes.
Especially in umrah, it's you cannot avoid not being you have to, you will always
you
be
have to
around
be
people.
sandwiched. Yes.
Yeah, and especially when you want to try to touch the Kaabah itself, you come closer.
Yes.
Itu literally macam orang dah tak kisah.
Yeah, make dua inshallah one day I touch the Kaabah.
Inshallah,
So
inshallah.
far,
I mean,
yeah.
you will lah, you will. You
I have never gotten very close.
never touch. Actually boleh.
My kids pernah touch.
Dia kena follow the current je. Jangan fight.
But it's too many people.
Don't fight macam cut across. So macam every time you pusing, that means
you
you
have
do
a trick.
You do macam during tawaf sunat, jangan buat umrah. Time umrah jangan buat.
Yeah.
Because it's a waste of time kan. So time tawaf sunat you go macam, I always like to go after subuh. So tahajud at subuh. So after subuh you wait for like 20 minutes, everybody, banyak orang akan caw. Orang actually kan in pagi subuh tu kebanyakan people actually just want to solat in front of Kaabah. That's why dia pakai ihram. So after a bit of the crowd go, then you do your tawaf sunat, and then every round you masuk, you try to go in closer.
Point.
Then boleh masuk.
See, now I learned something.
You go with the flow lah.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, don't you cut across memang cannot lah. It's very hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I always just thought it's just too jam-packed,
It is. To the point macam kadang-kadang I also feel macam what would my Rasulullah say lah? What Rasulullah say? Is this what he taught us to do? Macam to the point kan?
Right.
Yeah, that's why I also never get to cium Hajarul Aswad before. Yeah, macam
I know, neither have I. Inshallah, one day both of us.
Inshallah. Amin. Inshallah. Okay, back to the disease lah.
Yes.
This sidetrack lah. A lot of sidetracking. The symptoms, kalau kita kena the disease, what is the first few telltale signs? Okay, this is for inshallah for siapa yang pergi umrah atau macam baru balik umrah lah, dia nak tahu aku kena disease ni.
Okay, so very non-specific unfortunately. So fever tinggi, above 38. Kadang-kadang can be low grade pun, tapi selalunya above 38. You get headache. And then some people they rasa loya nak muntah. Some people get this neck stiffness. So usually when you have this fever, headache, you have this neck stiffness, doktor dah kancong.
Right.
So meningitis is the first thing we want to rule out. So even in normal GP setting, polyclinic ni semua, kalau you come in with these 3 signs, we have to be very, very sure you don't have meningitis because it's life-threatening. So it's not just for people yang balik umrah atau even anybody, any
It
one
can
of
happen
us.
to anyone of us lah.
Exactly, at any time also. So we always as doctors kita orang kancong sikit.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
and then kalau you ada rash lagi dengan all these symptoms, which is also one of the symptoms, lagi kita kancong, lagi kita just like, you know what, just go to A&E, okay, just go A&E now. Because you just want to make sure, it's not meningitis that you have, because it's life threatening.
Better to be safe lah.
Yes.
I've met two kind of doctors lah in life actually. Dia
Really?
ada the most kancong one. There's once when I went to the doctor, I checked, then she say my heart rate is a bit too high, and then she give me panic. I scared. I thought I got like high blood pressure. She asked me to buy the machine all. Lepas tu I bought.
Really?
I bought
Okay.
Shopee beli kan. Lepas tu the next one I went to the doctor again. The next different doctor cakap, this one who tell you to buy? Yeah, sometimes a bit too both lah.
Yeah.
But I think it's better to be safe than sorry lah,
Yeah,
right?
correct.
Because is prevention is better than cure.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
you have to at any point of time kalau kena any form of disease pun, in the early stage, if you dapat masuk dulu and prevent it from overspreading, then lagi better lah.
Exactly.
Faham? Okay, this disease itself dia boleh cause death ah?
Yeah, it's life threatening. So dia tak kira umur, you berapa healthy pun. Unfortunately kalau you dapat, we have to be very very careful.
Right,
So
right.
you really have to be admitted, really kena start treatment early and all that. So inshallah that you can make it.
This one is general information for people lah. So actually I also forgot lah. Is it expensive or not to do this?
Yeah, it can be pricey. Some GP clinics they charge 100 plus. Usually that's maybe like 120 to 160.
The GP
that
can
kind
do
of
lah actually. Because I'm in hospital sih.
Kalau GP ada stock lah. So normally I advise
Faham.
patients you call the clinic dulu. Because some GPs dorang boleh buat tapi dia kena call for clinic stock.
Faham.
So kalau you call, you kata you nak buat, and then they will tell you okay, we call for the stock, and then 2 weeks later you can come in, things like that.
Right.
Atau you can call, find out do you do this vaccine, and then boleh datang lah and get it done. But having said that, travel clinics like in certain hospitals, they can probably do it much cheaper, below $100.
Right.
But this is what patients tell me. So
I think man tak sampai 100 kot. I think 70, 80. I pergi macam Tan Tock Seng or something.
yeah, travel clinic. Yep.
Right. Oh, that's a travel clinic lah.
Yeah,
Tan Tock Seng lah.
Exactly.
Yeah lah.
Yep.
You can go lah. Sorry, I say the hospital name lah. Next time hospital must sponsor me lah. But that's where I went lah.
Yes.
To me, the importance of this this vaccine itself, because we have a lot of people yang actually tak tahu how serious this disease is.
Yeah.
For example, like my dad lah, just now I shared with you, and I went umrah twice, and then my mum okay. I think my mum suka macam follow lah anak dia. Macam anak dia kata okay, pergi lah kan.
Okay.
For my dad punya side, my dad is there are certain people, orang tua ni, orang yang lebih tua ni kan, orang tua je kasar tu, orang yang lebih tua lah, ya, orang tua kita lah kan. Dia punya mindset macam diorang tak percaya the modern medicine sangat. Yeah, and then they feel that macam okay, these vaccines actually have more side effects than what is good for them.
Correct. Yeah.
So
the
how do we
benefits.
macam mana kita nak actually educate them in that sense
So I meet this kind of people in my clinic also. So kadang-kadang it's not just about vaccination, even like macam ubat atau macam mana nak look after themselves a bit better, in terms of sleep ke apa semua.
Right.
So some people they macam it just takes a bit more macam TLC, you kena pujuk, they kena come in a few times, they get to know you as a person, as a doctor, then baru they like okay lah doctor, I percaya lah.
Right.
So it's always like this relationship and rapport you kena maintain tau as a doctor. So it's not just as simple as okay, you sakit I bagi you ubat. Because unfortunately some illness you tak ada kan, you cannot really give medicines for all illnesses.
Macam the chronic ones lah. Macam
well, yeah, like macam sakit sakit jiwa.
Sakit jiwa,
ubat apa?
Kan, macam ubat dia adalah Al-Quran, macam gitu,
exactly.
gitu.
So for this kind of people, I try not to push too much. So I try, kind of check their understanding. If there's any like lapse in their understanding, I try to betulkan or try to spread some information jugalah. Then kalau boleh, I print out a leaflet for them. So leaflet yang dorang boleh go home, dorang boleh baca juga. And then maybe then I'll just keep it open. So I say kalau you can go home, you read through this. Kalau you rasa you have any questions, just call the clinic. We can always answer, or you can come back and then we can go through again. You rasa kalau maybe you want to do the vaccination, then okay, you come back and we can discuss
I think
can do.
this is a random question I just in my head. From the past 10 years experience and what have you ever encountered macam a situation in the medical line that you tak boleh lupa sampai sekarang? That you cannot forget lah. Macam this one is top of the list lah. As a medical professional, this incident happened, I cannot forget.
Banyak. Which one you want?
Top. If I can access to your brain right now, I will choose lah. In a click lah. One on the top of your head lah. Mana yang you boleh fikir sekarang?
You put me in a spot there. We circle back.
Okay. Later we'll come back again lah. Okay. Because now currently I feel that the umrah right now is becomes a trend. It is. Do you agree?
So much.
It becomes a trend. I feel that it's a good trend. Tapi yalah, because certain people ada pergi dengan lain-lain niat lah. Itu antara dia dengan Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. It's fine. What is your pandangan now lah? Macam okay, kepada siapa yang nak pergi umrah tu, nak pergi tu, how do we macam actually ajar orang the importance of this? Pasal now just now we say pasal the immune system kan. Orang akan ingatkan macam aku imun aku bagus lah.
Yeah, correct.
People always have that.
Especially young healthy kan. Yeah, diorang rasa very invincible.
How do we macam address that? Macam cakap diorang macam no, kau imun kuat pun kau boleh jatuh juga.
Yeah, so that one very difficult unfortunately to sell because it's not something yang diorang boleh nampak. And this is just like macam protection tau. There's a chance also yang you takkan dapat this disease langsung kan.
Yep.
So then how do you sell them something like this? So it's a bit like insurance, you know. You beli and then kalau you tak dapat then all the money that you bayar premium every month semua, you know, that kind of thing.
Yep.
So health is a bit like that also. It's an investment that we should take. So for these people, usually as a doctor, I do my part. I try to give them the knowledge. I let them know, hey, if you're going for umrah, these are the things you should do to protect yourself. So it's not just vaccinations.
They're not just meningococcal kan?
No,
I took flu as well lah.
Okay, good.
Kan? I'm such a good boy.
Very good.
I think two only lah actually.
My kids will give you a sticker later.
Yes,
okay?
later I'll put the star on my shoulder, my this one lah, my jacket lah. Okay. What are the other vaccines you feel that macam okay, that is as equally important that generally kita should take?
Okay, so flu vaccine definitely, pneumococcal, but these are usually for people who ada certain conditions.
Pneumococcal. Apa tu?
Apa tu? So, pneumococcal ni dia is a bacteria juga, tapi dia boleh invade your respiratory system. So it's a bit like influenza punya vaccine, influenza punya virus yang boleh invade your respiratory system, so sistem pernafasan kita. So mainly is that system, tapi kadang-kadang because this is a bacteria, once it goes into the blood, it can go any part of the body. So even to the brain can cause meningitis, to your kidneys can cause kidney failure and things like that. So it's very invasive, very dangerous also kalau kita dapat. So usually when you go for these vaccines, it's not to say like 100% you takkan dapat sakit. You know, you takkan jatuh sakit.
Kita ambil flu vaccine pun kita masih dapat flu lah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yalah.
Tapi it's the less serious ones. You know, the severity, the beban penyakit tu is very very low lah compared to somebody yang tak di vaccine before, and then unfortunately some people they do end up in hospital. So that is what we're trying to avoid. People who actually go into hospital because of these penyakit-penyakit. Right.
Okay. Meningococcal flu tadi apa lagi? Pneumococcal.
Yep. Dengan
meningococcal lah.
Banyak kokal. Yeah.
Not a medical student lah.
I get the same reaction.
Yeah lah. I was the last time I studied science was in O level lah. Yeah, it's combined science lah.
Science wasn't your favorite subject, huh?
I like bio. Yeah, but I didn't excel in it. I don't know why. I think it's the teacher lah. I don't know lah.
Maybe.
Sometimes it's like that lah. I thought I wanted to become a scientist lah last time.
Yeah. Like biology, marine biologist lah. We're scientists.
Interesting
also,
lah actually.
Kan?
Yeah, actually to learn about animals. Actually, maybe you can do that as a retirement lah. Dia jauh lah kan. Different feel apa.
Yeah, but how you want to go scuba diving at old age? I hope I can.
Cannot?
Inshallah. Yeah.
Boleh lah, inshallah. You're not old anyways.
Yeah.
Your daughters told me your age lah. So you know.
Thank you.
Okay, I want to sidetrack sikit tentang buku ni lah. Because you brought this for me. Thank you so much.
No
Hikmah Senja. Okay, sebagai seorang doktor, tanya. Tak lah. Sebagai seorang doktor, what made you want to write this book?
So it's actually a group of 4 of us. We wanted to have this like resource where the community can can just look at it, just pick it up, and then kalau dorang nak any questions or any information on certain topics, they can just flip through. So we have 27 chapters.
Right.
Hajj and Umrah is the last one actually. So how to prepare yourself before you go, during the trip, and also after.
Right.
So yeah, you can have a read through for anybody who is going for Umrah soon.
Okay.
And so we wanted it to be like a one-stop resource center lah kirakan.
Right.
So there are some topics that unfortunately kita tak dapat cover.
You cannot cover everything in one book lah.
Yeah, correct. Kan berapa tebal kan you nak.
That's why lah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the fonts are quite big kan. Picture colourful tak?
Dia orang untuk orang yang
Exactly, untuk orang tua punya mata
pakai
kan.
cermin mata lah. Bagus.
That was the idea that we had. So every layout, every detail, very very carefully thought out.
Right, Masya Allah. Thank you so much.
Even the cover also.
Yalah, nanti saya boleh baca lah sebab saya hari tua. On the
You
way
can
lah.
share with your parents, your family also. Yeah.
Yes. Wah, menua dengan anggun, mengharungi keadaan kencing yang tidak terkawal. Actually, this is very important, you know.
Incontinence,
Yeah.
yes.
I've experienced older people that have bowel problems. Wait, is it normal macam saya try tentang bowel ni where they cannot control their pee. Why
So bowel means
Is it bukan
fecal-
bowel lah, kencing lah.
Yeah, kencing is urinary incontinence.
Okay, urinary lah.
Yeah, so because bowel, some people also tahu fecal incontinence, so they are double.
Oh, right.
So they tak boleh kawal buang air besar, buang air kecil sekali.
Right.
So that one unfortunately very serious jugalah. And beban pada the pengasuh, the caregiver also quite high.
Yep.
Because selalu kena tukar diapers and things like that. So kalau urinary incontinence, men and women agak-agak same.
It's more common in men, is it?
It's I won't say it's more common in men. Men selalunya disebabkan prostate dorang membesar.
Right.
So then sometimes it can be from kidney stones, infection ni semua juga.
Right.
Tapi kadang-kadang because of the prostate membesar as they get older, all men will go through this. So that's how they get the incontinence. For women pula disebabkan kita beranak, kita hamil, we are pregnant. So all these muscles at the bottom, they just kind of like give way over time, you know. So usually that's one of the reasons also. And then everything, the bladder goes down and all that. So
Ni generally macam kalau orang tua usually they start at age which age? 50s Macam the most common macam okay pasal dia dah start have
for men maybe 50 lebih I suppose, but for women I think even as early as 40 pun ada tau.
Oh, is it?
Because of the pregnancy. So kalau you beranak lebih and then you vaginal delivery juga, normal delivery
dia akan dia tu dah weaken, is it?
More and more, yeah.
Susah nak macam apa nama dia? Contract
Yeah, so that's why you kena exercise lah. There's specific exercises, pelvic floor muscle exercises. So we always recommend women to do it after.
Faham. Wow, thank you so much.
No problem.
Very random lah because I opened the page apparently lah.
Yes.
Then
You just had to open the
I had to just open at the kencing yang tidak terkawal lah. Buang air kecil lah. Aku cakap kencing macam kasar sangat lah. Yeah, correct. Okay, I just want to last few things I want to ask you regarding umrah and hajj for whoever out there. Maybe certain tips that you want to advise them pre-umrah.
Pre-umrah. Okay. So pre-umrah, to look after yourself, I would also recommend getting yourself checked. So health screening semua important juga.
Faham.
Like your sugar, cholesterol. You kalau memang dah ada these conditions like darah tinggi, kencing manis, then make sure it's terkawal. Make sure obat semua cukup sebelum you berangkat. And then kalau you belum buat blood test, doktor suruh buat blood test, please get a blood test done. So keep your appointments. Look after your health because keadaan sana boleh memudaratkan and then it can what is that word, like worsen your chronic condition because dehydration, the weather sana panas,
long hours, long day.
Exactly. And then kalau you nak pergi menziarahi also, all this bukit-bukit semua dipanjat sini sana, correct? So so all these things can also worsen your chronic condition. And then orang yang ada asthma, they will tell me, dah lama tak ada asthma lah doktor. Itu blue pump pun dah sampai expire. I'm not going to bring it.
Jangan.
So kalau boleh please at least just a standby. You know, dengan subsidi ni sekarang semua alhamdulillah murah juga.
Especially for first timers. Dorang tak tahu, dorang kadang gairah. Macam aku nak pergi sini kan. Especially kat Madinah lah. Madinah tu is a very big shopping place lah. And it opens till 3 to 4 AM. So kita lepas lepas solat tu kita akan excited nak jalan.
How come I never knew it open until 3-4 a.m?
Yeah, maybe you never
I never
wandered
went.
around lah.
Boring sih.
Banyak kedai. Maybe because you're with children.
Maybe,
So you're supposed to go back lah early lah. Maybe next time when you go sendiri tu, it is like that lah. And then every time I went to umrah, I always sakit when I cross over. Macam Mekah to Madinah I sakit, atau Madinah to Mekah. I went twice. Satu is awal Mekah, satu awal Madinah. Both times when I go to the other side, pergi Mekah atau Madinah, I sakit. I demam je. I don't know, I think it's because of the weather kot.
The weather changes also. Definitely kita tak biasa kan, badan kita tak biasa. So that's why all the more kita kena really jaga. So make sure sebelum kita berangkat, kesihatan kita is at the optimum. Seberapa mana kita boleh. So hydration, make sure kita minum air banyak. Sebab wanita susah nak minum air kat sana. Sebab exactly.
Perempuan selalu malas minum air pasal dia nak jaga wuduk actually.
Yes, exactly. Kan? I agree.
It's
I am like that.
Yep.
I am like that, I will admit. Tapi but you kena pandai-pandai jugalah. You know, you kena like macam
jangan sampai dehydration.
Exactly.
Masa air kat sana bersepah. Literally macam especially kat Mekah, like air apa tu nama dia, air Zam-Zam tu is really just everywhere lah.
Correct,
anyway, kadang-kadang orang will just pass you. Ada orang ambilkan botol and dia kasih pass kat korang juga. So it's good to nak jaga makeup tu. I think kat sana tak sangat lah. Kat Singapore maybe you will nak jaga makeup lah. Kat sana more to just pasal dekat Mekah tu nak ambil wuduk jauh. Madinah senang. Madinah depan.
Yeah, but also because kita pakai all these things, our garment. Ini ada sarung sleeve lah, sleeve, and then socks another thing lah. Dengan hijab another thing. So just to put everything back on, to take it out and then to put everything back on.
And then pergi masuk balik. Betul dah pukul berapa lah.
Kan?
Faham lah.
Ya, you faham.
Solat kat hotel lah.
Yes, exactly. Sampai kena solat kat hotel.
Happened to you before, is it?
No, but I've seen it happen to other women.
Yep.
Lebih tua.
Pasal tak ada control. Then dia nak, that's quite hard lah.
And if you have this urinary incontinence problem, lagi you have to angkat uduk
after every solat.
Before the waktu lah. Correct.
Then usually kalau orang ada have this kind of condition, your wudu only last for that validity. Fardu kan? That fardu itself. Correct, okay, kita sebelum kita close off, I just want to this one, you got the story at the top of your head, what you can remember?
You remembered?
Yes, because you asked me to circle back.
I thought you forgot already.
I might not have the brains of a doctor lah, but I remember things lah.
There are people smarter than doctors, trust me.
Mashallah.
Okay, so I have one story. This makcik, this taxi driver. So I have been looking after him since before pandemic. I met him first before the pandemic. So I've been looking after his diabetes, blood pressure, cholesterol semua. And then at that time the new medicine for diabetes just came out. So I was so happy to start him on it and cancel off some of his other medicines that I thought were not helping him, because his sugar level masih tinggi juga. Tak very tinggi tapi not well controlled lah. And he was very motivated. He really wants to get it under control. Tell me what I should do, doctor, that kind. So, and I really wanted to help him because he's so motivated kan. So I thought, okay, we do this for your lifestyle, but at the same time I'm going to change your medicine also. Okay, I'm going to help. This medicine helps protect your kidneys in the long run, but also lowers your sugar level in the short term also. So okay, great. Start him on it. And he's a Grab driver. Pandemic hits. What do you think happens?
Dia tak ada.
Exactly. He lost his job. So no platform workers kan. So he had to they were retrenching ke something like that. Basically he lost his job. So he lost his job. He cannot pay for the medicine because at that time baru keluar. So it's mahal. Even polyclinic you subsidize also.
Still expensive lah.
At that time it cost like $40 a month for that ubat alone.
Right.
And for a lot of people, $40 is a lot for just one ubat. So I unfortunately very, very reluctantly, both of us agreed we had to stop the medicine. We had to go back on his old medicines because they were cheaper, they were more subsidized. So so after that, obviously, because when he was on this new medicine for a good while, his sugar level, alhamdulillah, very good. He was so motivated when he saw his
medicine is working on for him lah.
And he was doing all the lifestyle changes that I advised for him, so he could see the change, and he could see the change in his energy, in his weight, and all that. So he was very motivated by these changes, and I like that because at least he feels empowered. habis sekali when pandemic hit, all this happened, and then we had to switch back to the old medicine. Then naturally the sugar level went up.
Yep.
Pandemic, people are not going out as often, so weight and all that started creeping up. So very, very hard. But this man, this patient, this story, it actually taught me that no matter what medicines I give my patients, if they go back to the same environment where they are working in, they live in, they are exposed to, it will not, medicines can only influence their health outcomes very, very little. All this environment plays a much bigger role. And all these environmental factors are called social determinants of health. So these are the social causes of your health. So I think that made me very macam, like it put me on a journey, I think, like subconsciously lah. I wasn't aware at that time, but it put me on a journey to try to help people change
outside the medical,
change the environment.
Yep.
Because even if I give you the best medicines out there, if you go back to the same environment where your friends, your family are smoking, how much can you really quit? Or even if you have quit and you've done it for many, many years, but if you go back to that kind of environment, you may start again, or you will inhale secondhand smoke, passive smoking. Then how much can it influence your health? Kan?
Yep.
So it made me want to do public health because you actually look at all these environmental factors and you try to help people make the best of the environment that they are in.
Do you feel as a doctor macam you feel helpless macam
So much.
because you wish you can do so much but you actually cannot do much?
So limited.
Can.
I was going through like this like internal dilemma, when I see these patients. So and he is just one of many stories.
Yeah, of course.
So it made me feel like macam like I feel like it's a lot bigger than me, So that's why I would really like to go into public health. I want to do better for my patients. If there's any programs out there, activities, anything, any piece of knowledge or skill I can teach them or inform them, then I want to do that.
Yeah, because this is the harsh truth lah. Macam generally and people always see doctors as the evil person.
Yes.
Actually, sorry to say, people always see doctors as macam they just do it for the money.
Yeah. They will ask how much your cut, that kind of thing. Then I'm like, I don't get a cut. You can go for the expensive screening package. I don't get anything out of it. Just to get my salary.
People always have that wrong misinformation lah. Macam because they know that doctors are being paid high. Kan? So dorang macam ni semua duit lah.
Not all
kan?
doctors are paid high, I'll tell you that.
I understand lah. The ones that is paid high, maybe they do the plastic surgery lah. No, just kidding lah. Is there any last words you want to say to the listeners out there, or maybe anybody want to find you or look for you through your socials? Ada sekarang baru socials kan, insyaAllah lah. Kan?
LinkedIn a bit more active. In my name Shariffa Syahidah. Instagram I just started. So you can look for me there.
What's your Instagram handle? The handle means explain it.
Oh my god. Is it going on?
Instagram handle is your name lah. Apa tu Instagram? How to find you?
At something.
Tu Instagram handle nama dia.
Okay, thanks. At Dr Shariffa Syahidah.
Dr Shariffa Shariffa Syahidah.
Yes, that's right.
Kalau korang nak cari dia, korang cari kat situ lah. Okay, thank you so much everybody.
Okay,
thank you so much doctor for coming over and sharing a lot of things. Actually I want to ask you more different things lah. Inshallah, if there's a different opportunity I will ask you lah.
Okay, kan? Happy to come back.
Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much everybody kerana sudi mendengar kami di podcast Awake. Kalau korang ada any persoalan untuk doktor itself, you can actually just DM her kalau tentang this meningococcal. I actually finally got it right because aku actually I put it on my phone lah. That's why I read it properly lah. Anyways, okay guys, sehingga kita berjumpa lagi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum.